everyone, so one of my New Year's resolutions was to change up my hair in 2012. I said it didn't have to be a super dramatic change, but I was just really tired of my long, straight, dead at the ends, one color, like no volume, just like super drabby hair. And I was like, I'm just gonna make it a resolution for myself because otherwise I might not follow through with it. So a couple months ago, I actually had layers cut into my hair, which gave it a little bit more, I guess, like something interesting about it, because before it was literally just like straight down to my waist, just like hanging there, just like flopping like a little basset hound's ear. So I was like, I wanted to do something that is more fun, and I was ready to color my hair. And my background on coloring my hair, I've only ever colored it like twice before, and if you guys remember, one of the times was like 2 years ago, and I thought it was so cool, but I had like these blonde streaks in my hair that was so not cool. But I hope that that's not what this is like in 2 years. I hope I'm not looking back on this video and be like, why did you like that? But I don't feel like it's that crazy of a change, so I'm very happy with it. But what I did is, okay, first off, I'll go ahead and just let you guys know. I went to the Nelson J Salon in Beverly Hills. It was my first time ever being there. I went there on a recommendation from a friend, and they just said, I got you an appointment with Nelson, which I was so excited about. And I looked up a lot of their reviews online, and they were all like really great. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to trust them. I'm going to go in and I'm going to say, this is what I want. I knew that I wanted to keep the length of my hair. I knew that I would have to cut a little bit off just because the ends were like so dead. And when I was making scrambled eggs, I like leaned over and one of the sides caught on fire. So one of my hair lengths was like longer than the other, like all this crazy stuff that happened to my hair. But I knew that I didn't want to get it like super, super short. So one of them was the length. And the second thing is I wanted to stay a brunette. Now, that didn't mean that I wouldn't color my hair, but when you looked at me, I just wanted like brunette to be the hair color. I didn't want to go red or blonde or anything like that. So I went in. Nelson was super, super, super sweet, and I was just, I told him exactly what I told you guys, and he started talking. He was like, what do you do? And we like just got to chatting, and he was like, okay, I think I know what I want to do with you. And when he first said it, it totally freaked me out. He said, I want to do highlights, I want to do lowlights, I want to do ombre, and I want to do a little bit of balayage. And I was like, okay, hold back. Rewind to the highlights and then the lowlights, and then we'll get into those other weird words. So, he was like, basically your hair, okay, I told him that I wanted, sorry, this is kind of a random like scatterbrain video, but I told him that I wanted some dimension to my hair, because when I would do a little braid right here, or if I would braid my hair, you couldn't really see any detail. It just kind of looked like my brown hair because there were no different colors to be kind of dispersed together. And when I did like a tousled updo, I felt like it all just kind of looked more like a bird's nest because you couldn't see the actual hair folding around and stuff. So he was like, I'm going to do highlights and lowlights, but keep your natural color as the base color. And I was like, okay, that sounds good. And he said that he wanted to go more towards the auburn shades and less towards like the blonde shades, which would wash my skin out a little bit because I am pretty fair skinned. So right now I'm like NW20 for reference. Anyways, yeah, that was weird. And then I'm saying a lot. Stop saying okay, so then he was like, okay, now fast forward to the ombre. He was like, I want to make your ends a little bit lighter than your roots. And I've seen a lot of celebrities have ombre hair and stuff, and I think it looks great on them, but I personally didn't think it would look that great on me. And he was like, no, trust me when I say it'll be so subtle, the human eye probably won't even pick up on it, but it'll just be something that, the longer your hair gets, the more it's been, like the ends of my hair have been more exposed to my or to the sun than my roots have. And he was like, it just makes it look all a little bit more natural if as it gets to the bottom, it gets a tiny bit lighter. So I was like, okay, we can do that. And then I was like, and what's about that ballyhooly-ha? And he was like, balayage is basically, I don't know, he said it was some sort of coloring, and he like painted my hair randomly with a paintbrush, and it like super scared me. By the way, while the color was setting in my hair, they offer massages, like you can get a hand, foot, shoulder, neck, back, like anything you want while your hair is setting. And so I got a shoulder and neck massage, which was amazing. And if any of you have ever had your hair colored, you know that you're kind of just sitting there, you're waiting on it to set, there's not much to do. You can like read a magazine or text on your phone or something, but this was so relaxing. They even like, they had a little candle that they brought over and they lit it just to make the, I guess, ambiance be a little bit more relaxing, and it was really fun. This was the first salon I had ever been to that had offered like massages while your hair is like sitting, so I thought that was cool. I also got my eyebrows waxed there, which was awesome. So yeah, when they started rinsing it out, he was like, ooh, ah, and it was like freaking me out because I was like, ooh, what, ah, oh my goodness. And you have to understand, like, I was so scared that I was gonna come out with green hair, and I was like, I have no idea. I've never even been to this salon before. Like, I'm not sure how they do my hair. I've had a lot of really bad hair experiences. Like, literally, I'll tell them, don't, you know, I want to keep my hair long, like maybe just cut an inch or two off, and I come out with 7 inches of my hair cut off because they said, oh, I thought it would look better on your face shape. Like, I don't like when people do what they think will look better. Like, I'd rather it not look as good but be what I had asked for, you know what I mean? So I was just like really worried, and he was like, ooh, ah, yeah, this is gonna be pretty. And I'm like, gonna be? What do you mean? Is it not pretty now? So I was like freaking out. We get to the mirror and I can't really see a change in my hair because it was still wet, so it was just all dark. And I was like, oh, that's not that bad. And when he started blow drying it, literally, he took a round brush, he started blow drying it, and as it was drying, I could see the colors. So I'll go ahead and get close so you guys can kind of see my hair. I have a lot of different colors going on in my hair. I think I have like at least 3 colors, but I feel like it's even more. And he did my whole head, which I liked, because the other time that I got highlights, they did like just like the top and the back section, but they didn't really do the underneath layers. And so when my hair was like all down, and if I pulled some to the front, it was just like dark and then like highlighted. And I like that he went ahead, he did my entire head, and then, ow! I just hit my funny bone. Oh my goodness, that hurt. After my hair was completely blow dried, I was so relieved because I loved the color. He like braided a little piece to show me the dimension, and when I braid a piece right here, you can so totally like see it, and it's so pretty. So I was like just ecstatic. I was like, this is like the best day of my life. So then we went into cutting it. He kept the length, obviously. I still have pretty long hair. We just cut off kind of the dead ends. He went ahead, and the layers I had, he just like reshaped them since it had been a couple months since I had them cut. But my haircut is still pretty much the same, but he went in the back, he layered it a lot more so that when I tease my hair or anything, it's not as long, because the longer your hair is, the more it weighs, obviously. So if you tease it but you have super long hair, it's just gonna kind of weigh it down, which is what makes it super flat up at your scalp, which right now I haven't teased like my hair at all, but yeah, so he went ahead and did that so that when I want to tease my hair, I can get it like super high and up there. And then he set my hair in rollers, and it was super pretty, which I like, because a lot of times when I go get my hair done, when you leave, it's just like however it was blow dried, and I like that he set it, and I felt like so pretty walking out of the salon and stuff. And then they carried so many brands, which by the way, I'm like not affiliated with Nelson J Salon at all. I feel like I'm talking it up so much that you guys are gonna be like, wow, like, I don't know, but they didn't even know who I was. I wasn't even like thinking that I was gonna do a video. I just really love the service. I love my hair. So I just want to let you guys know that it's not like I didn't get my hair cut for free or anything like that. They didn't even know who I was, but and I'm not anyone that should be known, so whatever. But anyways, they have a lot of products there. They have all different kinds of like companies, which I really like, because a lot of times when you go into a salon, they have like their products and then maybe like one other, but I like that they had so many options. So the first thing I got is something that is what they washed my hair with, and I honestly have never had such a good shampoo, and I've sworn up and down a lot. Ooh, I'm like a dancer. I've sworn up and down a lot about shampoos, and I would literally like give someone my right hand if they, or maybe my left because I'm right-handed. I would give someone my left hand if they could find a shampoo better than this. This is the Macadamia Natural Oil Flawless Cleanse, Condition, Refined, Perfect. So it is a shampoo and conditioner in one, which I typically hate. I hate shampoo and conditioners in one. I feel like it gets my roots oily, my ends dry, like it just, nothing ever works for me. This is a new product though, and they used it when they were washing my hair, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. So what you do, it's a mousse, which is different than any shampoo I've ever tried before, so I thought that was cool. So you just squirt a little bit on your hand, rub it together, massage it into your hair, into your scalp, into your ends, stuff like that. And I found that when I'm using it, I have to put a little bit more water. Like I completely soak my hair, but then after I put it in, I have to like take a handful of water because it doesn't really I guess, disperses easily, and then you leave it on there for 5 minutes, which I've always left my conditioner on, but I've never left my shampoo on to sit because I hear it can dry out your skin or your hair. So the first time I was using it, I was like, I'm not sure how much I like this, but I left it on, and I like shaved, and I washed my face, and I like did all my jazz, and then I went to rinse it out, and my hair has never felt sleeker and smoother and cleaner, and I cannot say enough amazing things about this. I've used their hair mask and their hair oil before, but I never used one of their like shampoo or conditioning products, and this is absolutely amazing. So I went ahead, I purchased it, they had it there, so I was like, I'll go ahead and pick it up. And then the next thing I got is this, which is by Nelson J, and it's called I Love My Hair, and it is an all-natural product that's safe for use with heat tools, and on the back it says, would you melt a plastic bag onto your hair? Which I guess if a product's not all natural, maybe that's what they're implying would happen, I'm not sure. But it says for volume, spray onto damp or dry hair before styling, curling, or blow drying fine hair. So I got this because he sprayed it on my hair before he blow dried it. He sprayed it on my hair before he like dried it, and it just, I liked the way it felt and stuff, and I thought I would go ahead, you know, he was the owner, he had done my hair, and I thought I would support by getting one of the products. So this is Brilliant by Aveda, and it's a really weird texture. It's kind of like a gel, and you're supposed to take just a tiny, like teeny tiny bit because you don't want your hair to look oily, but you just rub it between your fingers, a super tiny bit, and then I could smooth my baby hairs, which are like my antennas down, because the first thing he said when I walked in, he was like, have you always had, basically he was trying to say, have you always had hair sticking up in crazy directions all over your head? My answer, yes. I've done a video on it before even, because they are my alien antennas, and it's how I connect to the mothership, and the higher up they're standing, the closer to conquering the world my species is, but no. So I just bit my tongue, and now it's watering, and oh my goodness. I'm like self-destructive today, but he was like, I want to try this on you. So he tried it, and I saw how good it worked. And I still have like some flyaways, but it's definitely a lot more tame than if you guys have ever seen like my hair sticking straight up in the front. So I went ahead, I purchased this. He was like, I just want to try it because he was curious on his own. So yeah, that is how I did my hair. So I have highlights, lowlights, a tiny bit of ombre, and then I guess balayage is what he did when he was like individually. The hair that wasn't up in the foil, he was like taking just random sections, which he probably had a rhyme or reason, but it looked random to me, and painting it with like a paintbrush, and I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if that's like the super dark colors in my hair or the lighter, or I'm not sure. If you guys are ever in the Beverly Hills area, I definitely recommend getting an appointment at the Nelson J Salon, because it was literally the best salon experience I've ever had in my whole life. And I've been to some pretty like she salons in Beverly Hills and stuff like that, and I really love this one. And I love the way my hair turned out. So I know it's not that big of a change, but it feels like it to me because it's colored, and I feel like I have a lot of dimension to my hair now, and it makes such a big difference. And I feel like the all over tone is a little bit lighter, which I like for summer, because a lot of times when I color my hair, which I've only ever done like twice, but I've always colored it lighter in the winter, which is kind of random, and darker in the summer. And so I don't know, I feel like it's just lighter locks for the summer months, which it's not summer yet, but it feels like summer to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and go. Thank you, Nelson, which you're probably not gonna ever see this video, but still, I thought I should go ahead and say thank you, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.